I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake of the Ozarks News Update, brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Old Kinderhook Golf Resort.
Well, today we're going to be talking about floating a historic boat.
Hoping for an early spring bloom.
Title Missouri was really glad to get rid of.
Planning and zoning drama.
And much more. But first, here's a message from our sponsor, Old Kinderhook.
Old Kinderhook at Lake of the Ozarks has everything for your getaway in one convenient location, featuring a Tom Weiskopf-designed golf course. The Trophy Room offers a unique dining experience with an amazing view serving breakfast, lunch, and casual dining. Old Kinderhook is your perfect stay and play destination, offering nightly and weekly accommodations, marina facilities, a luxurious spa, and an event space to host a variety of different occasions. Discover your place at the lake. Call for 2014 rates and information, or visit us online.
Ready for the springtime bloom? The Department of Conservation says Missouri could see dogwood and redbud blossoms earlier than usual this year if the next few weeks bring normal weather. The quick change from this winter's late extreme cold to more normal spring temperatures could actually speed up the blooming process. That could also be good news for those who suffer with allergies, since it would mean a shorter time that the air is full of pollen. But all bets are off if the thermometer keeps bouncing up and down like it has over the past month. Either way, once the bloom begins, there's hardly a place to drive around the lake that won't offer a colorful, scenic view of spring.
New statistics show Missouri has lost the title the state should be glad to get rid of. It's no longer the meth capital of the United States. Oy. Figures from 2013 show Missouri dropped from number 1 to number 3 in the total number of meth labs reported by authorities for the year. There were 1,825 incidents in 2012. That dropped to 1,495 in 2013. Indiana had the most meth lab incidents last year with 1,797, followed by Tennessee with more than 1,500.
After more than a month underwater, the Captain Larry Don began slowly rising last week. River Diving and Salvage of the St. Louis area is under contract to raise the boat. On Thursday, the crew began pumping water out of the hull and the 3-story boat began slowly floating to the surface. The owner of the one local salvage company has estimated the boat, full of water, weighed around 160 tons. But there's still no definite word about plans for the boat once the water is out and the Larry Don is floating again.
Camden County Planning and Zoning Commission gave the go-ahead to Redhead Yacht Club last week for a planned development in Yacht Club Drive in Lake Ozarks. Say that 3 times. But the commission placed a few restrictions on the business after residents who live in the vicinity said they were concerned about potential noise levels. The restaurant will be prohibited from having live music outside, although speakers will be allowed to play recorded music, and the required closing time is 11 p.m. on the weekends, 10 p.m. during the week.
The commission also heard a new proposal from Shady Gators owner Gary Pruitt. He asked for a permit to construct up to 44 upscale cabins near a satellite parking lot, and General Store has already proposed to build on Bittersweet Road. Pruitt said the cabins would also be used for overnight rentals. His proposal met with strong support from those in attendance at the meeting, but because there were some who opposed the project, the commission moved the issue to its April meeting.
That same evening, Planning and Zoning Administrator Don Hathaway read his resignation letter to a standing room only crowd, and Hathaway cited a hostile work environment, pointed to 2nd District Commissioner Cliff Luber as the source of that hostility. Hathaway said, "I will not work with a man who is engaged in misuse of his powers to thwart the efforts of this administration and myself in our duties and obligations to the people of Camden County. My frustration over the last year has diminished the quality of life I sought to maintain here for my family in your employment. In accordance with county policy, Hathaway will work for 30 days after his submission of his resignation letter."
Camdenton High School students won cash and scholarships at the Missouri Junior Science, Engineering, and Humanities Symposium earlier this month. The district says more than 1/3 of the awards at the statewide event went to CHS students, totaling $11,500. Sydney Zarowski, Daniel Hall, Morgan Henry, and Katie Chappell will be traveling to the national competition in Washington, D.C. this April.
Discover nature and get ready for spring turkey season with the Missouri Department of Conservation this weekend. The department is offering an introduction to turkey hunting program Saturday, March 29th from 1 to 4:30 p.m. at the Runge Nature Center in Jeff City. Session will cover wild turkey biology, proper clothing to wear while turkey hunting, scouting, and other hunting tips. Registration is required by March 27th, and mark your calendar. Spring turkey season opens on April 21st. Now here's a look at some events coming to the lake area this weekend.
The Lake of the Ozarks Convention and Visitor Bureau's annual dinner is Thursday night at the Country Club Hotel. The event will have a silent auction and grants will be presented by the Community Foundation of the lake. The dinner begins at 5 p.m.
On Friday, Pure Joy is coming to Main Street Music Hall in Osage Beach. The event is promoted as a girls' night out, and women age 15 and up are welcome. The event is free and the doors open at 5:45 p.m. Visit purejoyonline.org for more details.
Saturday morning, a 5K event will benefit the Back to School Health Fair and Christmas for Kids projects. The Hope Ray Dinkled Memorial Walk Run is scheduled for 9 a.m. at Versailles High School.
Also, Saturday morning, the annual Cub Scouts Pinewood Derby is scheduled for 8 a.m. at Osage Hills Church in Osage Beach. Scouts and their guests should arrive at least 20 minutes before their scheduled start time. The races will end up by noon.
Saturday afternoon, canines will compete at Casa de Loco Winery. Dogs with the best tricks will win a prize, and the $10 entry fee will benefit STAFF. There will also be pets available for adoption, a dog groomer, and pet photography.
On Saturday and Sunday, the Camdenton High School Choir presents a murder mystery dinner theater beginning at 6:30. A Chinese-inspired menu accompanies the dinner theater entitled Murder at the Orient Express. Contact the high school for tickets.
Also Saturday and Sunday, the annual Buddy Bass Tournament is coming to Alhana Resort. Takeoff is at 7 a.m. on both days. Weigh-in is at 4 p.m. on Saturday and 2 p.m. on Sunday. I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this has been your Lake of the Ozarks news update, brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Old Kinderhook Golf Resort.